Girl here with another vintage haul video. This time it is from my sister-in-law Amelia, whom, if you have been watching me, you have heard many times she sends me boxes of stuff to sell. She's a shopping addict, and I mean that in the nicest way. She loves to go to her rummage sales and church bazaars and anywhere and everywhere, and she finds the most amazing things at really good prices, and she just can't keep it all, so she ships it to me and I sell it. And so I am going to start with the jewelry. There's a lot of jewelry this time, and then a few other things, and then there's a whole bunch of textiles like embroidered shirts and things that are really amazing. So one of the shirts I'm wearing, thought I would just model it for you. Okay, so I'm going to start with the jewelry in no particular order. The first thing is this enamel on copper mid-century pin. You'll notice that it has a Norwegian Viking ship on it, and in fact it is marked made in Norway, handmade in Norway, and has a signature on it. I haven't looked that up yet. Most of these are unsigned, so it's kind of fun to find one that's signed, and Scandinavian anything is a plus. Got a few rhinestone items. This is a really nice drapey necklace with really big stones. They're all individually set. Very nicely made piece. Sadly unmarked, but very nice mid-century piece. And then this one, really blingy. Another nice looking, as you can see all the stones individually set. Also unmarked, but nice, great condition. I don't think there are any missing stones on either of those. And then also, since we're doing rhinestones, I will show you this. This is just an absolutely gorgeous bracelet. It has like little art glass stones and Aurora Borealis rhinestones. Sadly, it is missing one stone right there. And that's going to be a tough one to replace because those are really unusual stones, but at some point I will try. I could just try to sell it with the missing stone, but that bothers me to do that. Got some kind of strange beaded pieces. This one says I-Tech. Don't know. But then there's three other ones here that are just the geometric design. These would look cute, kind of all worn together as on a lapel or something. Kind of cute. Don't know too much about those. We have a Art Deco rhinestone buckle. This also has a missing stone. That's a pretty easy fix. I know I have stones that size and that'll match, yeah. This is not, it's not marked. But that's probably 1930s to 1940s, I would say. And this is a listener brooch. It's a horseshoe with mother of pearl buttons on it. I guess maybe should wear it that way so the luck doesn't run out. But I think this is right side up. It's got the listener name. This is probably late 50s to 60s piece. This is just a piece of a damascene, what was probably a damascene brooch at one time. It's a really nice piece of damascene, but maybe I'll make it into a refrigerator magnet. I don't know. And this is not jewelry, but it's a little brass bookmark with a flower under resin. Okay, let's see. Oops, look at that. Here's one of these nice 1960s enamel flower brooches. I think probably the more colorful ones are a little more desirable, but this one's, it's in really nice shape. I don't see any chips on it, which is kind of rare. So, no mark on that. That's nice. Let's see. I'm going to show you some silver now. These are some nice oak leaf earrings. They're just marked 925. These I'm pretty sure are Zuni. So they've got that nice inlay work, that style. I've had other pieces with that, hard to describe, but it's like a little ridge that sticks up. No, I didn't even look and see if they're marked. I don't think they are. Oh, they are. I'll be darned. Yeah, that's a known maker. T-E-M-E. I know I've seen that before. So that's good. Oops. Okay. Get back on there. Okay, this is amusing. This is a worked piece of silver and enamel. And I love it that there's this woman and she's using her handheld computer. Remember when we used to have, before everybody used their phones, we had those little handheld, they called them PDAs, and they had styluses that you used with them. Oops, sorry. And so this shows a little time traveler using her PDA. And I don't know if she's ancient Egyptian or what she is, but I thought that was amusing. But it's really a pretty piece. Nice piece of enamel work. I don't know too much about it. It's not marked, but I'm pretty sure it's silver. Haven't tested it or anything, but it looks like silver. Let's see. And this is a nice Art Deco sterling silver and probably onyx little necklace. Let's see, do they call that a lavalier when it's got the two connections on either side like this? Pretty kind of open work, filigree work. The pendant part is not marked, but the chain is marked 925, and since the necklace is all of one piece, I'm sure it's silver. I'll test it, but I'm sure it's silver. And these are, where are you? Okay. Some Mexican silver hoops. They are 1980s era mark. 80s to 90s, I guess. These are some more. I think that these are Native American. They've definitely got Native American style stamping, and they're marked 925, but there's no other identifying mark. So I may have to stick with Native American style on these. But cute. This is another Mexican silver piece. Look at the size of this. This is clearly a 1980s. Well, let's see, what does the mark say? Yeah, that's got a post 1979 mark on it. That's a big hunk of silver. Little cowboy hat. That's cute. And then, along that same theme, we have another Mexican silver piece of a cowboy boot. This one, marked copyright SU 925. I'm pretty sure that's 1980s. It's got some boot earrings to go with it. And then this, I don't think this is silver. Sometimes these pieces are, sometimes they're not. This does not look like silver. But it's a Persian, hand-painted on mother of pearl. There are definitely avid collectors out there for this type of jewelry. I had an issue trying to sell one of these on Etsy because it's, as I'm sure you know, present day Persia is Iran, and there's, a ban on Iran trade. Now, obviously, this did not come from, this is old, did not violate the ban, but sometimes you just can't reason with Etsy, so I'm not going to try to sell that on Etsy. I ended up selling it was a necklace, I guess. I sold it on eBay, but I didn't get as much for it as I could on Etsy. So, but I can probably get about $20 for that. It does have a little tiny bit of paint missing, but it's kind of on the background part and not on the figures, so it doesn't show very much. Often these do have paint loss. Let's see, we have a pair of, these are just like glass beaded earrings, but these little parts right here are hollow. They're like little blown glass beads, which I think is kind of cool, and they've got little rhinestone spacers in the middle. I don't think they're old, but they're nice. Tempted to keep those. I already have so many earrings in that same color. These are some fun, obviously mid-century, modern dangle plastic earrings. I sold some post earrings that were almost exactly like this, so I do know that there's some demand for that type of thing. Another pair of earrings. These are, I believe they're just brass. They're not marked. Nothing too special about them except that they're, nice big showy earrings. And necklaces. Absolutely love this. Don't know anything about it, but look at this. Isn't this great? At first I thought it was silver, but looking closer at it, I don't think so. It might be silver plated, but it does look old. It's got this really cool chain. No marks on it at all. It looks really old. See the stamping on it. That's really neat, please. I have to do a little research on that. And then we have a whole bunch of beaded necklaces. Mostly just all different kinds of beads, but this is a pretty bib necklace. It's a nice showy piece. I love the medallion on this. It's also stamped. I don't know where that came from. It's kind of tribal looking. I don't know. It's got all different kind of ceramic and metal beads. It's on a cord. I believe it has. No, it just has a hook. I don't know how old that is. That's cool. A few of these I think my sister-in-law made, because she also makes jewelry, and I think this is one of those. It's made from some very nice art glass beads. Just a simple choker. And I think she also made this one. I usually sell the ones that she makes from anywhere between $15 and $25, depending on the quality of the beads. Like these beads, ooh, these might be lapis beads. In which case, the price will go up considerably. Has a lobster clasp. Anyway, that's nice. And this is a little enamel on copper pendant. I believe this is one of hers also. It's nice. And I think that's all the ones she made. Yeah, I think that's all the ones she made. I think these are mother of pearl beads. Some kind of, they're huge, they're really heavy, some kind of stone. Those are neat. This is plastic. Lovely. This has a little bell. Well, it's like a little antique brass bell, and some really fun beads that are like cane glass beads, and ceramic, and some carved wood beads. This is another one that kind of has a tribal look to it. It's strung on kind of a thick cord. These are some cloisonne beads, very nice. I have definitely sold these before. It's got a really nice ornate tongue clasp. And then finally, we have, I think this may also be one my sister-in-law made. I'm not 100% sure. I'm going to have to ask her, obviously. But I know that these pendants are made from antique Chinese pottery. And then just some nice glass beads that go with it. Very pretty piece. Okay, that's it for the jewelry. Let me just show you that I have a few non-jewelry, non-clothing things. This little doll. I don't know anything about her, but she's cute. And she's definitely old. That's what the bottom looks like. I have no earthly idea where this is from or anything about it. But how cute. She's got a little beaded necklace on. Maybe I'll have to find out about that. I have this little beaded purse. It's super cute. I would imagine that this is pretty old. Yeah, I think this is probably an antique. It's in really good shape, which makes me wonder, but I do see a little bit of fraying inside here, so cool. And then this is not old, so I can't sell this on Etsy, but it is Maruka Design, which I think might be something kind of desirable, but it's a little purse. Looks like something, maybe a museum shop piece or something, but it's cute. It's never been used, I'm pretty sure. It's all nice and clean inside. Maruka, handmade in Boulder, Colorado. Don't know. This is a little piece of artwork. It's a print that is signed by the artist. Shows some sheep. This has a printed card on the back with the information, but I swear to you, I cannot read it. It's like, I don't know if it's handwritten or what, but I cannot read it. It must be handwritten. I don't know. Anyway, I got this book, which is Pictures of Old New Zealand. And this was published, I believe, I want to say 1934. No, sorry, 1930. I have not looked this up, but I suspect that this is going to have some value. It's got all these wonderful, wonderful plates. Just fabulously interesting. I think I may have to read through this. Really neat. Oh, sweet. The little children. Okay, anyway. I haven't looked that up, but if I find out anything of interest about it before I publish this video, I will put some information. And then this is some materials from a class that she took on ikebana, which is a Japanese flower arranging. She says that these materials are probably worth something, and I should look into it. So Okay, now on to the textiles. I'll just try to go through these really fast. This is probably the coolest thing. I love this. This is like a piano skirt or a shawl, but this is all embroidered. Look at this embroidery. Is that amazing? I mean, it's got birds of paradise. It's got, let's see if I can show you. This is unbelievable embroidery. It's just absolutely gorgeous. I haven't not examined it inch by inch, but it appears to be in really good condition. I don't know what this can sell for, but I'm going to ask a lot for it because I just think that's gorgeous. And we have here a skirt, which I believe is like a hand-woven fabric. Lake Atitlan. Excuse me. 100% cotton, hand woven. Excuse me. Anyway, Guatemala. It's really pretty. And this, which is, it looks enormous, but I think it's kind of a bat wing. I think there's no tags in this, so I don't know what it is. I have to get on the phone with my sister-in-law and say, this stuff's beautiful, what is it? I'm just not familiar with this style of needlework, but very pretty. Goodness, can you imagine the hours it takes to do this stuff? And this is just adorable. It's a child's apron. Tiny little apron with this embroidery on it. That looks, I don't know, is it Mexican? Is it Greek? I have no idea. I don't see any tags. Okay. This I think is Mexican. Isn't that lovely? I've been doing pretty well with the Mexican embroidered dresses. So, okay, I've got another one, another box full. This is like a caftan, but it's a really, really small size. This is tiny. But look at the quality of that embroidery. Isn't that beautiful? Oh, I just love this. Again, I don't know what this is. I'm going to have to find out. This is Mexican, pretty sure. I like the color, the black. It's really nice. Okay. This is a Jones, New York t-shirt, which I'm going to keep. You know, if it were in like mint condition, I think even in mint condition, I wouldn't try to sell it. But I can always use long sleeve t-shirts, so that's mine. This is just a printed cotton. And then it's got this embroidery around the collar. Yeah, I don't know what this is, but it's amazing. And then we have some Vera Newman scarves. These are older ones. They have the little tiny Vera in the corner with no copyright. So these are like some of the earlier marks. Those could be worth pretty good money. I don't know exactly how much. Let's see. Scarves by Vera Inc. Pure Silk. Oh, and I told you on a previous video that there's a website you can go to check to date your Vera scarves, but I went back to get the URL and it's gone. So, you know, I wish I'd printed it out or something, but I didn't. So, I honestly don't know what this is. This Could use it for a handkerchief. It's a very tiny thing. And then here's a bigger thing that's more like a little fingertip towel or something. Anyway, I don't know about that. It's a piece of lace. Oh, I'm sorry, it's several pieces of lace. Not sure. 1, 2, 3. I don't think they'd be very useful as napkins, or they're just a little bit too holy. I don't know what these are. They're pretty though. This is a belt, like hand woven. I guess it's kind of like a macrame belt. These tassel ends. It's cute. Let's see, here we have another Vera scarf. This one, Scarves by Vera, all hand rolled, made in USA. This one is a ladybug scarf. These were mostly made in the 60s. That's bright and cheerful. And here's another Vera scarf. The maybe zinnias on it. Let's see. Mark on this one. And this is another older mark, the small Vera scarves right here. Pure silk, hand rolled, made in Japan, water repellent. It's a nice one. This is more things I don't know what they are, if anybody knows. I guess maybe these are little cocktail napkins. And they have this little embroidered bird in the center. There's a whole bunch of them. Yeah, that's what I'll go with. If you have any other ideas, let me know. Now this is really interesting. Okay, looks like this, and then you open it up. Well, maybe, I don't know. Sorry, I had to change the batteries on my camera. So I was showing you this lace sample book, I guess it is. Goes like this. I am not really sure what this is or what it was used for. Maybe just to showcase someone's skill. I don't know, but it's got several pages like this, and it looks old, and I have no idea, but it's neat. It's a really cool thing. You got this very small tie-dye jacket, probably from the 60s. Very cute. And Mexican shirt. I used to have a lot of these in the 1970s that I would wear in the summer. Very comfortable. And one more piece. Beautiful. Beautiful embroidery. Isn't that something? No, I'm guessing this is Mexican also. Okay, that's it. Thank you for watching. If you're interested in any of these pieces, please let me know. You know, we could come to terms away from Etsy or eBay, but probably by the time you see this, all these pieces will be listed on Etsy or eBay. I have the addresses for my various shops down below. It's vintagedazzle.etsy.com and Cara Lennox on eBay. And yeah, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't, and I will see you again soon. Thanks. Bye.